Once upon a time, in a kingdom vast and old, lived a Tsar with an orchard of wondrous beauty. Golden apples, each one reflecting the sun like a captured star, grew on these trees. But a darkness fell upon the orchard. A creature of night began stealing the Tsar's prized apples. Night after night, the creature struck, leaving the guards baffled and the Tsar in despair. The Tsar declared, "Whoever catches this thief and brings me the firebird, for it is known the creature is guarded by one, shall have half my kingdom and my daughter's hand in marriage." Two sons stepped forward, eager for glory. Dmitri, strong and proud, was the eldest. Nikolai, cunning and sly, the second. They rode off on their magnificent steeds. Dmitri, blinded by ambition, charged into the forest. He ignored the whispers of the wind, the wisdom hidden in the rustle of leaves. He sought only the prize, not the path. He became lost in the woods, his quest abandoned. Nikolai, clever but not wise, chose a different path. He followed the trail of fallen apples, believing it would lead him to the thief. However, he stumbled into a trap, ensnared by his own greed. Held captive by the witch Baba Yaga, he was forced to do her bidding. Ivan, the youngest, was different. With a heart full of kindness and a soul touched by dreams, he did not trust in brute strength or cunning alone. He sought the wisdom of the forest, speaking to the ancient trees and the babbling brooks. They whispered of a creature of fire and shadow, swift as the wind and bright as the sun. They spoke of the danger it guarded, of the magic it possessed. He discovered tracks, not of horse or man, but of a wolf, large and powerful. He sensed it was no ordinary beast, but one touched by magic. He followed, his heart pounding with a strange premonition. The whispers led him deeper into the forest, towards a destiny only he could fulfill. Deep in the heart of the forest, beneath the boughs of ancient pines, Ivan came face to face with the wolf. Its fur was the color of twilight, its eyes like molten gold. It spoke, its voice a rumble of thunder and the whisper of leaves. "You seek the firebird, Ivan, son of the Tsar. A perilous quest. Will you face it with courage and a true heart?" Ivan, though afraid, stood tall. "I will," he said, his voice echoing in the stillness of the woods. "For I seek not only my own glory, but to lift the darkness from my father's heart." The wolf nodded, a knowing glint in its eyes. "Then we walk this path together," it said. "But heed my words, Ivan. Greed and deceit will lead you astray. Only through honesty and bravery will you succeed." The wolf, whose name was Zol, led Ivan through treacherous paths and hidden trails. They faced many dangers, from monstrous spiders to siren-like Vila. But Ivan's courage never faltered. Zol taught him the language of the forest, the secrets hidden in the rustling leaves and the murmuring streams. He warned Ivan of the firebird's cunning, of its ability to burn with false promises. Finally, they reached the firebird's lair. It was a sight of breathtaking beauty, a grove of silver birch trees bathed in the light of 1,000 fireflies. The firebird perched on a branch, its feathers glowing with an otherworldly light. Blinded by its beauty, Ivan almost forgot Zol's warnings. He reached out, longing to possess its magnificence. Zol growled, his voice a rumble of warning. The forest was alive with unseen dangers, and Zol's senses were heightened. He knew that Ivan's journey would be fraught with peril, and he wanted to ensure his young companion was prepared for the trials ahead. "The firebird is not easily caught, Ivan. Its feathers burn with an ethereal light, and it is said to be as elusive as a shadow in the night. Many have tried to capture it, but few have succeeded. You must prove your worth. This journey is not just about bravery, but also about wisdom and kindness. Each step you take will test your character and your resolve." He revealed the trials Ivan had to pass. The ancient scrolls spoke of challenges that would push Ivan to his limits, both physically and mentally. The wise old man explained the significance of each trial, emphasizing the importance of perseverance and integrity. First, he had to retrieve a single feather from the firebird's tail without it noticing. This task required not only stealth, but also a deep understanding of the firebird's behavior and habitat. Then he had to outwit the Leshy, the forest spirit, and win his favor. The Leshy was known for his cunning and trickery, and Ivan would need to use his wits to gain the spirit's trust. Finally, he had to face Baba Yaga herself, and demand the release of the stolen apples. Baba Yaga was a formidable foe, and Ivan would need to approach her with both caution and courage. Each task was more dangerous than the last. The forest path was fraught with hidden traps and lurking predators, testing Ivan's endurance and resourcefulness at every turn. Ivan relied on his wits, his courage, and Zol's guidance. The bond between the young man and the wolf grew stronger with each challenge they faced together, their trust in each other unwavering. He earned a single fiery feather shimmering with magic. This feather was not just a symbol of his success, but also a testament to his determination and skill. He outsmarted the Leshy, not with trickery, but with a promise to protect the forest. This act of sincerity and respect won the Leshy's favor, proving that true strength lies in understanding and compassion. He faced Baba Yaga, not with aggression, but with compassion, reminding her of her own forgotten good nature. His words touched a part of her that had long been buried, leading her to reconsider her actions. He secured the release of his brother and the stolen apples. Ivan's journey was a testament to the power of bravery, wisdom, and compassion, proving that true valor comes from the heart. Triumphant, but weary, Ivan returned to Zol with the firebird's feather and the golden apples. He was ready to claim his reward, but Zol was nowhere to be found. Uncertain, Ivan decided to return home. As he neared the kingdom's edge, he encountered his brothers. They had escaped their respective prisons, their hearts black with envy and resentment. Seeing the firebird's feather and the golden apples, they attacked him, fueled by their jealousy. Ivan, exhausted from his trials and betrayed by his own kin, was no match for their fury. They left him for dead, claiming the feather and the apples as their own. They rode back to the Tsar, spinning a tale of their bravery and Ivan's cowardice. But Zol had not abandoned Ivan. Despite the darkness that surrounded them, Zol's loyalty shone like a beacon. He found him, broken and near death. Ivan's body was battered, his spirit almost extinguished, but Zol's determination was unwavering. Licking his wounds, he carried Ivan to a hidden spring, its waters possessing the power of healing. The journey was arduous, but Zol's strength never faltered. As Ivan drank, strength returned to his limbs, clarity to his mind. The magical waters worked swiftly, mending his broken body and soothing his troubled soul. He looked at Zol, his heart filled with shame and gratitude. The bond between them deepened, forged in the fires of adversity. "Why?" Ivan croaked, his voice hoarse. The question hung in the air, heavy with unspoken emotions. "Why save me after I doubted you?" His eyes searched Zol's, seeking answers to the turmoil within. "After I almost walked the path of greed." Ivan's voice trembled, the weight of his past mistakes pressing down on him. Zol gazed at him, his eyes filled with a wisdom older than time. The silence between them was profound, filled with understanding. "The path to true heroism is not without its stumbles, little brother." Zol's voice was gentle yet firm, carrying the weight of countless lifetimes. "You faced your trials with bravery and a good heart. That is the essence of a true hero," Zol continued, his words a balm to Ivan's wounded spirit. "That is what truly matters. In the end, it is not the mistakes we make, but the courage to rise above them that defines us." He revealed his true form. Not just a wolf, but a powerful spirit, cursed to walk as a beast until an act of selfless courage broke the spell. The transformation was awe-inspiring, a testament to the power of redemption and the strength of the human spirit. Together, man and spirit, they returned to the palace. The journey had been long and arduous, filled with trials that tested their resolve and courage. Each step they took was a testament to their unwavering determination and the bond they had forged through their shared struggles. The Tsar, overjoyed at the sight of his eldest sons and the stolen goods, was preparing a grand celebration. The palace buzzed with excitement as servants hurried to decorate the grand halls, and courtiers whispered in anticipation of the festivities. The air was thick with the scent of freshly baked bread and the sound of musicians tuning their instruments. But Ivan, guided by Zol, revealed the truth. He stood before the Tsar, his heart pounding in his chest, and recounted the true events of their journey. With Zol by his side, Ivan felt a surge of confidence, knowing that honesty was his greatest weapon. He showed the Tsar the single feather, blazing with a light that dwarfed the stolen apples. The feather's glow illuminated the room, casting a warm, golden light that seemed to chase away the shadows of deceit. It was a symbol of the truth and the purity of Ivan's heart. He spoke of his trials, his mistakes, and the lessons learned. Ivan's voice trembled with emotion as he recounted the dangers he had faced, the moments of doubt, and the unwavering support of his loyal companion Zol. Each word he spoke was a testament to his growth and the wisdom he had gained. The Tsar, seeing the light of truth in Ivan's eyes, recognized his true heir. The old king's heart swelled with pride as he looked upon his youngest son, who had proven himself not through deceit or theft, but through honesty and bravery. It was a moment of profound recognition and acceptance. The brothers were banished, their greed and deceit exposed. They left the palace in disgrace, their heads bowed in shame. The court watched in silence as the once proud princes were cast out, their ambitions shattered by their own dishonesty. Ivan, his heart full of humility and gratitude, ascended to the throne. The coronation was a simple yet profound ceremony, reflecting Ivan's humble nature. As he took his place as king, he vowed to rule with fairness and compassion, guided by the lessons he had learned on his journey. He ruled with wisdom and compassion, guided by the lessons learned on his quest. Ivan's reign was marked by justice and kindness, and he became known as a king who truly cared for his people. With Zol by his side, he made decisions that were fair and just, always considering the well-being of his subjects. He married Princess Helen, not because it was his due, but because their hearts were bound by mutual respect and affection. Their union was celebrated, not just as a royal alliance, but as a true partnership built on love and understanding. The wedding was a joyous occasion, filled with laughter and the promise of a bright future. And Zol? He remained at Ivan's side, no longer a cursed spirit, but a trusted advisor and friend. The bond between man and wolf had grown stronger, and Zol's wisdom continued to guide Ivan in his rule. Together, they faced the challenges of the kingdom, always standing by each other's side. The Firebird, its purpose served, returned to the wild, leaving behind a single feather, a reminder of the courage found in honesty and the power of a true heart. The feather remained in the palace, a symbol of the journey that had brought Ivan to the throne and the values that would guide his reign. It was a testament to the enduring power of truth and the strength of a heart that remains true.